Nima Elbagir has just toured the ruins of Ramadi. She joins us now from Baghdad. And Nima, you got incredible access inside Ramadi. How much of the city would you say is now under Iraqi control, and what's the likelihood that they will hold it?
The sense that we got speaking to those commanders leading the cleanup operation, as they refer to it on the ground, is that it's some 20 to 25% of the city where there is still an ISIS presence. But when you see the infrastructure that ISIS had tunneled under the streets of Ramadi in only 6 months of holding it, it really gives you context to understand why it was so difficult to uproot them in the first place. So take a look at this, Linda.
Ramadi. After months of ISIS rule, this is what remains. ISIS's occupation of the city, leaving its mark both above and below ground.
These are the houses that the militants were hiding inside of. And you can see what they were doing is they were digging up tunnels so that they were able to move from house to house without being seen by the coalition planes. And so that this wasn't spotted from the air, they were hiding the dirt that they were digging up and keeping it inside the houses themselves. If you come through here, we can show you one of the tunnels leading through. Some of these tunnels, we're told, went as far as 1 kilometer. We're gonna go have a look inside. It's not actually that wide, but it does give you a sense of them moving in the dark, under the ground, out of sight.
Ramadi fell to ISIS in May last year. Since then, Iraqi forces have been battling to reclaim their territorial integrity and their ravaged morale. The head of Iraq's counter-terror force told us the liberation of Ramadi should be celebrated around the world.
Defeating ISIS and this victory has impacted upon ISIS' plans and its very existence, causing weakness and desperation. The road to Mosul is now open and clear.
Blindfolded and bound, captured ISIS fighters face the wall. They were, we're told, attempting to blend in to what remains of the local population. A reminder ISIS fighters could be hiding in plain sight. Even as the road to Mosul is in the Iraqi armed forces' sights, a week on from the announcement of liberation here in Ramadi, and counter-terror forces battle to purge the city of the remaining militant presence.
We're hearing some pops of gunfire. They're a little further across the other side of the river. The fighting is ongoing. The cleanup operation is still going on, and that's why the helicopters circling overhead.
In spite of the threat of IEDs and roadside bombs, the troops continue their painstaking push. Under every inch of reclaimed territory, a possible death. Everyone here knows so much is at stake in this claimed liberation, and not just for Iraq.
This victory is a victory for humanity, because ISIS is against Iraq and against all of humanity.
It is also, finally, some palpable momentum in the battle.
Even as those counter-terror forces carry out that purge, Linda, they're having to also try and rescue the hundreds of trapped families believed to be still inside those areas where ISIS exerts control.
Yeah, certainly a difficult task, and some great reporting there. Nima Elbagir in Baghdad, thank you very much.